Okay guys, welcome to this flash sale event. This is going to be the video for the Javelot Pro sale event, so please feel free to share this out and refer to it for all the details for the sale. So let's check it out. Okay, right, so the Javelot Pro, long awaited. You would have seen some teaser pictures and videos on Facebook, and we've done a small unboxing on YouTube of just the torch. This is now going to give you the whole details of the sale event and what is on offer and what is available. So let's go through it all. But before we go through that, let's see where we've actually came from. So we started off with the M3X Triton, which was one of the first major throw lights that we've done. Cracking wee light, and still a lot of people are using that today, which is a testament to the build quality. Then we went up to the M3X SUT, which gave us the 1000 meter throw on that. This has a 1200 lumen output. So that came, you could have it as two 18650 batteries, or you could use three CR123s. But now we've moved on with technology, and we've moved on with the output, and we've designed the Javelot Pro. There's two options for the single torch, and then there's one option for the complete hunting kit. So for the single torch, you have the option of having it in black, and inside the box you're just going to get the torch itself, you'll get a sheath for it, the manual, and you'll get the charge lead. Or you can go for something a little more special, and you can go for the Coyote Tan version, and we'll give you some close-ups of that. So with the Coyote Tan, these are limited edition, so jump on it if you want one, and once they're gone, that is it. So if you're after something extra special, then the Coyote Tan would be the way to go. They're lovely finished. It's a nice grippy torch in the hand. I really like it, and it fits well onto a rifle, and it looks really different. But you don't have to put it on your rifle. A lot of guys are using these for search and rescue, or farmers working in hill country, or you just want to get a massive throw light out onto checking your livestock, or if you just want to have a really cool light that has got a massive throw on it. So there's loads of options for that, and say you have it in the black or the Coyote Tan, and you can check them out. Say with the Coyote Tan, once it's gone, that is it. Now for that one, we're doing an offer of 30% off. That's just going to be for the torch, the sheath and the charge cable. That's 30% off. So it would have been $199.95, but for the sale event on the 28th of June, it's going to be $139.97. So $139.97, where you're going to pick up just the torch in either black or Coyote Tan. So you can have a look at that. Next we have, for anybody who is into hunting, then we have a complete hunting kit available. And I mean, this is complete. Basically you lift this box and you charge up your torch, and you can go out lamping that night. And it's a cracking option, packed full of features, and we're just going to go through them. So what you will get, we'll get some close-ups in here for you now. And so you'll get the torch. It's available in black only. You also get your filters. You have a red filter and a green filter. You'll also get the magnetic charge cable for the torch. You will get the magnetic remote switch, or rat tail as we call it, and you will get the figure-of-8 mount, so you can mount that on your scope. So you don't need to worry about having additional adapters. You don't need to worry about, is this going to fit my scope? This will fit standard 25mm tube scopes and 30mm. So you can crank that down and have that on either or scope tube, so don't worry about that. So it's an absolutely complete kit. We give you some Velcro strips as well if you want to attach that to the remote switch and have that stuck onto your rifle, so you can customize it the way you want. You can have it sitting out of the way and just sitting really nice. So that is the complete hunting kit. Now for that, we're going to do an offer of 40% off. So it would have been $249.95, but for the sale event, we're dropping that down to $149.97. So $149.97. Now that is the difference between the single kit and the hunting kit, is a difference of only £10. So if you wanted or wasn't sure about going for hunting style kit, then you have the option of just spending £10 extra and getting the red filter, the green filter, the mount for the scope, and the pressure switch, the magnetic pressure switch. So all of that extra just for £10. Now you'll not buy them accessories for that price. Them accessories are, they'll be up to a lot more than £10 if you put all them together. So it's a cracking offer if you want just a complete kit. Say if it's for a gift for somebody, or especially this time of year, there's a lot of people out still doing lamping with foxes around and are killing lambs or taking chickens, and they have to do some sort of protection for some farmers. Then having that complete kit and just being able to give it as a gift to somebody and go, here you go, out to go lamping. That's a complete setup. So you can check that out. It's a cracking offer, and it comes in a lovely case, like this Pelly style case. It comes with that. Now, some accessories to go over and some free gifts that you're going to get. So for free gifts, if you spend over £169, you're going to get an S2A completely free. Now the S2A is a AA battery torch, so 2 AA's inside it. It pumps out 550 lumens. The throw on it is 110 meters, and just a wee side feature on these, the handle, the blue handle, actually glows in the dark, which is pretty cool. So we're going to give you one of them completely free. You can use that there for when you're out as an extra torch, or you can have it in an emergency kit or give it to somebody as a gift. So there you are, that is the S2A, and that's if you spend £169. Now if you spend £249 or over, then you are going to get a free M2T. So the M2T Warrior is a cracking wee torch. It comes with 2 non-rechargeable CR123 batteries, which they will give you 900 lumen output. But if you put an 18650 battery in it, you're going to get the full 1200. So you're going to get that completely free. That's if you spend the $249. It's a cracking torch. The throw on this is, if I just get it very quickly, is nearly 200 meters. So what I would do if I'm going to put the Javelot Pro on my either a centerfire rifle or a rimfire rifle, then I could use the M2T and the mount that's included in the kit and have that for an air rifle. So that there mount, because it's very adjustable with that figure of 8 mount, that will fit perfectly on 25mm scopes and 30mm scopes. So you can have that and have M2T on there as a light for an air rifle. So that's an option. So you're pretty much getting a complete setup for whatever type of rifle you've got, be it centerfire, rimfire or air rifle, if you spend that $249. Now these are limited. If you're going to buy some of this is limited to 2 per customer. So customer can buy 2 of the single torches, or buy 2 of the kits in your order, limited to that. So in theory you could buy 4. So if you wanted to buy, say, a black and a coyote tan single torch, and buy 2 of the kits. So that's the limit that we have placed on the account and on the flash sale. So you could do that. Other accessories that we're going to be having, not available for the sale, but we will be doing, is the battery pack for the Javelot Pro. So very simply, You can have a battery pack and have a charge socket on it for keeping it all topped up. What you could do is, if you're out lamping, then very simply you could just take off the mount. And if you needed to then change the battery, you just unscrew the head, and then you take your other battery pack and just screw that on, and then connect back up again to your rifle, which is very, very easy to do. So that is an option for you if you wanted to do that. And you can see how quick that is, just to take that off, swap it over for an extra battery, and then continue your night out if you're out lamping. And say with the remote switch, it's very, very tight on there with the magnet, so it's not going to go anywhere. So run times for the Javelot Pro, you're going to get a maximum on turbo of 2100 lumens. Now that will last, if you've got that constant on, that's going to last for 10 minutes, and then it will gradually drop down to 1000 lumens, and you're going to get 2 hours 10 minutes out of that. Now if I'm out lamping, basically what I'll have is I'll have a torch available that I'm going to use for scanning an area, and if I find of the area of what I'm going to shoot at, then I'm going to be on the shooting six or prone or leaning up against a wall or whatever. And then with using the remote switch, the light's going to be on, shot's going to be taken, and the light's going off. It's as simple as that. And so if you want to leave that on constant on, you're not going to be constantly having the lamp on and sweeping around a field looking for your quarry. You're basically going to have that on, take the shot and turn it off. So that's what I do, and that's what I've done for years with out shooting. So your battery is going to last you a good length for out lamping. And the next drop down then is you can go for the high mode, which is going to be 600 lumens, and that's going to last you for 5 hours. So if you're using this for, say this is on my CZ452 M2T Magnum, so you could in theory have it just down on 600 lumens. If you're shooting something a bit closer, then you could use that there if you're not wanting to throw out a massive distance or massive amount of lumens. You can use that there for something closer in, or if you're using just for scanning around an area. So there's loads of different options for that. With the, just when noticing it, with the mount on the rifle, it is quite grippy. With the tube there, it is textured. We'll show you some close-ups, and it's a nice fit with the figure of 8 mount, so you can get a secure fit on your rifle. And to be honest, it doesn't add a massive amount of weight. That's it on my rifle, and it's nice. It does not hold a massive weight on it. So you can customize it to whatever way you see fit and get a nice wee setup. The drop down then again, you've got 150 lumens. You're gonna have that for 8 hours, and then 15 lumens for 23 hours. Now this then moves away if you're not going to use that for lamping, but if you're going to use that there as a search torch, or if you're going to use that there for say checking your livestock or whatever, then you can very sensibly then switch between modes. If you don't need to get that massive throw out and that distance, you can just switch between the modes to suit whatever scenario you're in. Nobody needs turbo all the time. When you're doing a job, adjust the torch and the brightness to what you need, and then you get the best performance out of the batteries. So that's the sale event. So this is happening on the 28th of June. So you don't have a massive amount of time to wait, but it's a fantastic offer if you go for either. If you go for the single torch, say if you want something limited edition, then grab the Coyote Tan, or if you don't want the hunting kit, then go for just the black. But say it is worthwhile if you are going to go for the hunting kit. The the cost of the accessories. You know, for example, like the remote switch, you know, that's over £20 if you want the magnetic remote switch. If you're going to go for the red or green filter, you're chatting £12–13 for it. So for just a £10 step up, you can get that complete kit, which, you know, it's less than the cost of a filter to get all these extras. So it is well worth it to consider going for the kit version rather than the single torch if you have a use for it. If not, go for a single torch and you'll have a cracking deal anyway. So it's still all covered by our 5-year warranty, so you don't have to worry about that at all. The IPX rating on these torches is IPX8, so it's good down to waterproof rating of 2 meters. It's got a 1 meter drop test on it as well, so it's a nice secure torch and should provide you lots of years of use. So that's it, that's the event. Any questions, drop them in the comments below, or feel free to contact us in the office here or via email, contact@olightstore.uk. This is the sale event for the Javelot Pro happening on the 28th of June. It's a 24-hour event, so grab it while you can. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you in the next one.